Interview from Eddie Fiola.
Yes.
What kind of bike do you have?
I have a 1983 GT Cruiser.
Does your wife know how much you spent on it?
I didn't spend a dime on it.
Liar.
Seriously.
Does your wife know how much you spent on your bike?
Unfortunately, yes.
She does. She does. She's all right. What kind of bike is it?
Well, mine's the 97 Redline. This is the 95 Euro.
Right? All up for sale.
Mine always for sale.
Anything's for sale.
Everything is for sale
wanna
for the
buy
right
it.
price.
Right? Robinson. Does your wife know how much you spent on it?
No.
Nah, see? Truth. Truth. You're the only first guy that's told the truth so far. All right. Thank you.
meeting you, sir.
Yes, nice meeting you too. How you doing?
Good, Eddie. How are you?
Good and yourself. What kind of bike do you have?
I've sold all my bikes. I have a clunker bike now.
All right, but what bike did you have as a kid?
I had an 86
All right.
GT Pro Performance.
See, and I can't ask
Lavender.
Lavender. Pro Performer, really cool. See, what we're doing is we're asking guys who are here doing the show if their wives actually know how much they spent on their bikes.
No.
No, see,
Everybody
another-
hit the bank on the way here.
Right?
ATM.
Nobody knows. We've had 2 liars so far and 2 guys telling the truth. So,
Can I get a quick picture with
yes.
you? Do you mind?
White and chrome and purple and pink, and are these all your bikes? So how many bikes do you have here today? 12 bikes. Does your wife know how much you spent on your bikes?
She does.
Not, he is lying through his teeth.
She does absolutely know.
So this wife must have been into BMX or something, or loves you dearly, or you hung like a horse. One of the 3. So, the bikes that I had as a kid, but it kept breaking, the aluminum. This is an FMF or a Race Inc. Race Inc. They have a Cycle Pro on there, but I think it was a Race Inc. frame at one time. So, all right, here's the question, and here's my seat post microphone. Do you own all these bikes?
No, this one's mine. This is my brother's.
These are your brothers.
Yeah, my brother's.
But this one right here is yours.
This is mine for 39 years.
39 years. So he didn't spend hardly any money on it because he had it from day one. We are going around and we're asking if your wife would know how much you spent on your bike.
Not really.
Perfect. Another guy telling the truth.
Yeah. I always tell her, don't ever sell it.
Don't sell it for what I told you I bought it for. All right, we're in the middle of eating tacos. Which bike do you own here?
The VDC.
The VDC. That's Boris Dixon. What's the C for? Corporation. All right, so that's a pretty bike, and Boris would be proud to see that bike the way it is.
I actually, when I was putting that bike together, I called Boris Dixon, and he had the originals. Those ain't the original decals, but he had a set of original decals and sent them to me.
He sent them to you.
Yep.
Boris is a great guy.
Yep.
So the question we have that we're doing here today is, does your wife know how much you spent on that bike?
Yes.
Liar.
Whose bike is that?
All right, we're doing interviews.
Hey.
Which one of these bikes are yours? Which one of these bikes are yours? None of these bikes. All 3 of these, 4 of these bikes are yours. Does your wife know how much you paid for these?
Yes, she does.
Liar. They're still married.
Yeah.
Good deal. They look good. How long is this neck?
All of it.
All of it.
52, 54.
That's long.
I'm just guessing.
The tires are almost chrome.
Good God.
I would have ridden this all day long. I would have competed on a competition in this.
So I only build bikes around a part. I don't pick out a bike and go, I'm building this one.
Right.
I get a part, I'm like, this is what it needs.
What part did you start with on this bike?
The GT tires.
The tires. So she started with tires, and then the bike came afterwards. She didn't know, had no idea what she was doing until after she started with the tires.
Yep.
And then it went to the purple rims and the DK standards and
Yep.
the Tioga platform pedals. Those are new, right?
So
those are kind of cool.
So those are technically race pedals.
Oh, nice.
And I know it's freestyle.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
They're flippin' sweet.
Yes.
So we bought these pedals 5 years ago, NOS. No clue what we were going to do with them. Well, I bought them and I was like, these will be mine. My husband's like, I'll figure out what I'm going to put them on. I was like,
Not
these will
even
be mine.
right.
And
right.
they are.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Nice ride.
Do you
So-
care if I get a picture?
No. All right, we're doing interviews. Which one of these bikes are yours? The one with the nice display. Your display. You.
Well, in my display.
Okay.
Yeah. He built the bike. I did all the bells and whistles.
All right. So we had gone to other bike shows before where the bikes are just on stands and looking kind of plain. We went to a lowrider bicycle, and they had carpet out, they had mirrors, they put pebbles and rocks and banisters all the way around their bikes, and it was like, this is a show. Every single one of them.
It's all about the details.
Yeah. So the question we have is that you built the bike. Does she know how much you spent on it? Liar. You don't care what he spent on
Well, it blows my mind about the money that he spends on them.
it. Right. It's a.
She asked how much I had on this one, and I told her. And she's like, and I said, which is half the money that I have in that one. So she knows.
I know it's a lot.
It's a lot. Do you know that there's probably over $1 million in this building right now?
Easy.
Over. Look at that, some freebies. $1 million.
Oh yeah. How much, Jamie? How much you have in that one? $7,000. $7,000.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you hear about the guy that bought RL's bike? Do you know about RL's bike? So RL was also in the movie Rad. He rode an RL22, a Redline. He had sold it as he was getting out of BMX. He sold his bike and this and that. This guy wanted that bike. Now that bike was sold and sold and sold and sold. He found the bike. He says he found the bike, but he doesn't. He wants to go back. So he went back to find the guy that he bought it from. Then he went back to that guy that bought it from him. Then he went 10 deep, 10 people deep, and he says, "Okay, well, you got this from RL." He says, "Yeah, that's where I got it." Then he went back to RL and says, "Hey, is this your bike? I just bought it." He's going, I don't really know if that's my bike or not, but my bike would actually have on the back of the number plate my routine that I would have done for the freestyle competitions. And the guy spins the bars around.
Freaking way.
Right? You feel the goosebumps?
Yes.
And it has all his runs, all the tricks that he would have done.
No way.
So the guy doesn't have 10 or 15 bikes. He has one, maybe two. But these two bikes that he has, they're worth it. So yeah, and he now has like every bike here, unfortunately, like you built this. It's just it's the bike you wanted. It's the bike you wanted to build, but he's got a story behind that RL22.
The stories that's his childhood bike.
So you had this bike when you were a kid.
Yeah.
1986, and you kept it around. Was it in Mom's garage or?
For a while, they were stored in my garage in the corner for 6 years. And I just got it out and figured out to put it back together because I knew nobody would have one.
TJS, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
when I
one
got
bike.
in,
It's like, I'll never
everybody
sell
had
it.
Hutch and Red Line, and everything was $500. nobody ever heard of GJS, including myself.
Right.
And might as well been a Huffy because nobody heard of it. It wasn't a Huff. I've had it since '86. I put it back together the way I had it when I wrote it.
Yeah, it looks good. Looks really good. What kind of bike are you riding here?
86 Pro over there.
86?
Got a little bit it's got a tire rub right now, but it needs a little air in the front tire.
It's a rider.
It's a rider, but it's got a low front tire.
All right, right.
And it's
So the question we're asking
Yeah.
is, does your wife know how much you spent on it?
hey, separate
Liar,
bank accounts.
liar.
Separate bank account.